In these men must we now trust. I still can't take it in myself. So sublime was his Day 2 throw that I overlooked this post-match failure to squat. What seemed mere hubris was in fact a humble plea for help to protect a damaged right patella. The same one he chipped in 2018, triggering 2 operations, and which we now know to have caused him further concern just prior to March. Hakuho must now have a 3rd operation ruling him out of May. July, his coach says, will now become his sultry last chance saloon. From majestic winner to retirement crisis in the space of a day. A move. It doesn't bear rationalizing. Thus did a sunny day, further brightened by hopes of seeing Hakuho pulverize, turn into something eerie. A flat, sparse crowd surrounded by portraits of the great man, yet challenged to picture a future without him. Which men, we thought, could collectively be trusted to fill the gaping Hakuho hole? 19-year-old Mudoho feels pressure to play his part, deriving his ho, just as Hakuho did, from his grandfather Taiho. He was grateful for a first-ever default win on Sunday, but could not be spared the crush of in-ring expectation for long. 12-year veteran Tochinobori was his Division 3 opponent today. And the youngster was completely outfought there. Mudoho is happy with either inside or outside left, today going outside and seeking a frontal right grip. He wants that recently formed top knot under the chin, but nobody is loath to let that happen. The turning point, of course, is the vicious kick to his lead leg, which first has him fearing for his left knee, horrid bend, then scrambling merely to stay up, running straight into a scoop and trip. Nobodi's vastly off-center tachi-ai also seemed to throw him. Plenty to work on. Might his older brother Enho come good after initial failure in Division 2? Today at the Division 3 summit, he faced Tochinobori's stablemate and rapid-fire thruster Tochimaru. And that was a mature approach to a parry. I knew I'd fail if I got flustered, so I kept especially calm today, Enho said, describing his response at the rope to a T. But this merely clawed back what he lost on Sunday from a winning position. Not for the first time, he notes, and he's still learning to become less wasteful. We were keen, of course, to see how Hakuho's direct students would honor an absent master, and their passion was second to none. Here's Enho. He can't sidestep every time, but that is one method of achieving the angle he needs. Daisho Maru is strong in the initial charge, so I thought I'd move a bit to build up flow, he said. My left arm just went in, and my body followed up naturally. And if he was good, Ishiura was spectacular. I tried not to let him inside, said beaten Hidenoumi, but when drawing back my hips I got done by overarm twist down, was it? Yes, it was, and nearly a Zubuneri head throw. But, at 31 years of age, Ishiura is not one for the future. In Division 1, we hoped for any sign at all that youngest man Kotoshoho could end his slump and redisplay erstwhile promise. As feared though, he did sprain his ankle in his Day 2 defeat, and will sit the rest of March out, falling back into Division 2 as a result. Thank goodness it wasn't worse, is how his fans seek solace, but Kotoshoho's despair at progress lost will take some getting over. Can we get more from Daieisho, or was last time his zenith? When teaming with Belief, he made Terunofuji yield in November and January. Smarting from straight defeats, though, he suffered knock-on effects. A triumphant swipe charged with the joy of sweet revenge, Teru thrilled with the success of his outside clamp, born from sheer desire to pin Daieisho back. He may yet make Yokozuna, of course, but will likely be gone 30 when he does. Might Mitakeumi have Ozeki in him? Ex-Yokozuna Kisena Sato sang his praises on Day 2 and urged us to believe. He showed us everything that he does well, were Kisei's words. Thus everything that was missing today. I was straightened up at the Tachiai and it became one-way traffic, said Mitake of his 4th straight defeat to Takanosho, promising more offense in the days ahead. It was good I didn't fall to his slapdown attempt, and then attacked while bending my knees well, beamed Takanosho. I knocked him upright because if I don't, things become difficult. Might Ozeki reside in him? The final bout fittingly confirmed how much Hakuho was missed. Only scattered applause came the way of the wrestlers, whose names were mixed up by a lead Yobidashi who just hours earlier was set to announce the Yokozuna. Handed the Grand Champion slot, surely it was Takakeisho's time to appeal Grand Champion credentials. But he failed to inspire too. I have some things to put right, he conceded, and tomorrow's another day. It was great I could attack him from down low, smiled Wakatakakage, who of course fought 30 bouts with Hakuho pre-tournament. I was anxious to get back into the ring while on the sidelines, and I'm just grateful to be here fighting now. We don't doubt Waka's poster boy looks, but can that slender frame of his ever rise high enough to be on those posters? You know what that absence banner represents. A golden era soon to be lost. And much as we wish to disbelieve it, our eyes must slowly come to terms with what remains. The men who remain, the hopes we pin upon them, and the faith that they will respond.